We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Kevin Durant.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, I mean, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And also, he catches a lot of defenders off balance, Steve, with his ability to pull up and drain shots off the bounce. It's a very effective skill to have.
The Thunder made a special trip here for one game, back in Oklahoma City for the next one. They're among the league's powerhouse teams, presently in second place in the West.
Well, anything less than the kind of success they've had this season would have been a major disappointment for this team and its fans. I mean, that's never become an issue, though. I mean, they're rolling.
How about steamrolling, Steve? I mean, this season has been one where they've gathered a nice bit of momentum as we move towards the postseason, and they're going to be very dangerous come that time.
Now here's Johnson. After the miss from Jones. He kicks it to Durant. Durant off a pick from Mourning. It's Durant on the wing. Indiana moving the ball around. Feeds to Carmelo. Shot clock at 5. Johnson from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Well, looking back at that last game between these two teams, they lost the game. I thought the difference was they were badly out-rebounded inside, and it's so tough to win a game when you can't secure that ball.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Dishes it to Durant. There's the triple. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I briefly spoke with Oklahoma City's head coach. With their meetings on the year split at 1 for each side, I asked him what the difference was. He said that in their win, they were much more active in getting hands and passing lanes on the defensive end. He went on to tell me that if they want to win this game, they'll have to be constantly moving and adjusting on defense. Let's see if they can pull it off, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And as Doris provided the details, guys, the way they plan to attack defensively will be key early on, won't it?
Yeah, and early is the key word there, Kevin. If they can string together some stops right away, I think it'll really set the tone.
Which is just what they're going to be after, guys. They'd love to turn this into a defensive battle.
It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Anderson outside. He dishes it to Jones. Love, defended by Durant. That's good. Love's got his first points in this one. And Clark, talking about rebound, I'm sure that this team has been reminded of that by the coaching staff.
Without question, and you can't be surprised to see them really crash the boards in this one. They needed to get some second chance points, and their defense needed to limit the offensive rebounds at the other end. Definitely that was a focus for them, controlling and handling both backdoors.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of this game.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Now here's Jones. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Durant. 6 to shoot. Deep 2 from Anderson. And that's good for 2. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Here's Hawkins. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, the kind of moment you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Now here's Jones following the shot by Kevin Durant. And Anderson kicks to Hawkins. Jones. And he uses the glass on the layup.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Anthony. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Durant, the pass to Johnson. Throws it up high. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
Now here's Durant after the miss from Love. Durant dishes to Aldridge. Love grabs the board.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Pacers trail by 7. Johnson with it. Kicks to Mourning. Six on the shot clock. Back to Johnson. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That is his first foul of the game. That's his first personal foul. Here's Mourning. It's Durant on the wing. Shot clock at 6. A 15-footer, and the shot is good. Durant's got his third bucket of the night.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Love kicks to Jones. Abdul-Jabbar. Aldridge is covering, and the shot falls short this time.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Dives for it, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. Kevin Durant is second. Fourth, Nick Batum.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. I mean, very unselfish guys at a position that sometimes puts more of an emphasis on individual play.
Most of those guys can take matters into their own hands if they need to. But like you pointed out, Steve, that's not their MO. That's not how they want to roll. They want all 5 players on the floor to be involved in the offense, and that's what they want to facilitate.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle. Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. Second in blocks, second in free throw percentage. And they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
Man, Clark, let's talk about those blocks, because you know what that does? When you're a guard and you've got great shot blockers behind you, it allows you to play with more aggressiveness on the perimeter, and that can really disrupt an offense.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. You look at Indiana. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out Miami, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
Seeing where the Pacers are, they've been taking care of business all season long and very much looking forward to the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, the regular season is a marathon. They've tallied a great record to this point, but really it's all about positioning and preparing themselves for the postseason.
Johnson against Anderson. He feeds it to Jones. Back to Anderson. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Johnson. On the basket by Jones.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now here's Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Aldridge slams it in.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
He is, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
Now here's Anderson. Anderson gets the screen from Abdul-Jabbar. Hawkins, a screen on Durant. Jones. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, here's a guy who gives the coach the luxury of a very simple play call, which is just the ISO. Get in the ball and get out of the way, and good things are going to happen.
Also, guys, so often we see him playing possum at the defensive end. And then all of a sudden he springs into action, picks off a pass, and ignites the fast break.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Jay's checked in for Mourning, and the machine subbed in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Now Hawkins, the pass to Love. Wide open look. The shot no good. Pacers trail by 4. And here is Johnson. Passes to the machine. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. No luck. Excellent D there from Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Love. Lays it up and banks it in. Love's got 6 points.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Back to Anthony. Inside and stolen by Love. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. Pass to Jay. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
And Oklahoma City making a change here.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Anderson kicks to Jones. And that one goes long.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Clark. Soft touch off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Anderson outside. Jones. Back to Anderson. Second chance effort. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that one. Anderson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. He doesn't get the second one.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, and that's due to their physical play. They're scrapping and clawing for each and every rebound out there.
Now the dish to Clark. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's the machine, and again it's Indiana. Here's Anderson. Love right side. Now the feed to Anderson. Stolen by Randolph. Here's Marbury. Anderson with the ball. He passes to Anderson. Here's Camby, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. The Thunder shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And the Thunder making a change here. Cummings is checked in. Looking at the last game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was a loss to San Antonio.
Well, there was a lack of discipline on their part in that game, guys. They committed a lot of silly fouls, and it hurt them.
It sure did. I mean, they just didn't seem to figure out how to defend without fouling, Steve. That was just almost hard to comprehend.
And the rejection by Love. T's checked in for the Thunder. Dragic comes in for Anderson. The Thunder leading by 4. .109 left to play in the first. Back to Dragic. There's the 3. The putback and finished off by Anderson.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. That's always an indicator of hustle and energy.
Here's Clark. And there's the pass to the machine. On the clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And the offensive rebounds leading to second chance points.
Yep, Kevin, and they have 6 in this quarter. And you know what? That's always a good sign in terms of a team that's focused and energetic. I mean, when you can get to that offensive glass, you're doing some work.
Now here's Dragic, averaging 20 points per game. Pass to Cummings. Back to Dragic. Anderson outside. Right side, Dragic. Let's go. And it's rebounded by Indiana. Here's ABC. Here's the machine. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got T. Can't be out there with Cummings. Then there's Anderson, and it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. Here's ABC after the made shot from Dragic. Clark, the pass to ABC. He kicks it to Clark. Here's ABC. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Look at Dragic, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And that percentage is what you'd hope to get from one of your big men. To get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter, though, and that's phenomenal.
Yeah, Steve, he has been a laser. That's what coaches call dead-eye shooters, lasers. His #1 job is to create looks for his teammates, but as you can see by that percentage, he's just as good at creating high-quality chances for himself.
Now here's Dragic. Cummings up on top. Pass to T. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Now here's Carter Williams, averaging 16 points a game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
There's the pick. Here's the machine. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, it stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
For Indiana, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now. 5th in blocks, 8th in rebounding, and they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
This is a team, Clark, and you talked about the shot blocking. This is a team that really has become a defensive-minded group. They rotate well, they cover up for one another, and when somebody does get to the rim, it seems like they've got a lot of guys coming over from the weak side to protect the rim.
Here's the machine. Randolph sets a screen for Carter Williams. Pass to ABC. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. The Thunder with the lead. Outside Dragic. Back to Anderson. Feeds it to Dragic. Defended by Carter Williams. And Marcus Camby, the bucket on the assist by Dragic.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Carter Williams, a machine, and Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. Mornings checked in for Randolph, and Aldridge is subbed in for the Prodigy. Outside Dragic, the pass to T. Backing down, 11 feet away, And again, it's Oklahoma City. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Carter Williams, the pass to the machine. Here's ABC. Knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Dragic. Here's Camby. And the rejection by Mourning. Carter Williams, the pass to the machine. Indiana again missing.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Dishes to Anderson. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Mourning passes to ABC. And he drops in the layup off the glass. ABC's got his second basket of the night.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, and that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Now here's Cummings. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
Passes it to ABC. He dishes it to Mourning. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Taking a look at San Antonio, they've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And of course, Oklahoma City sitting in second place.
Well, the Thunder, Kevin, they've been just as tough as everybody expected coming into this season. I mean, one of the teams with a legit chance, in my mind, to win it all.
Man, with the playoffs rapidly approaching, Clark, I mean, this is what you work all season for. You've got to be excited and prepared for the challenge.
Now here's Anderson following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. 4 on the clock, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in for Camden, and Hawkins subbed in for Cummings. Now here's Carter Williams, and that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 7 points.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
And Steve, you know, he's also got the full arsenal of moves in the post. I mean, you can't believe how many tricks this guy has up his sleeves. He's full of them.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Goran Dragic.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Pacers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And it's tied up with that one. Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Kicks it to Anderson. Pass to T. Back to Anderson. Trying to get back on track. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. Here's Indiana. Now here's Carter Williams. Back to Mourning. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Mourning's got his first basket of the night. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Kevin Durant's checked in for Carter Williams. The Pacers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. ABC passes to the machine. He feeds it to Aldridge. Buries it down low. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
And Anderson kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the machine. The Thunder have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. Left side Durant. And the pass to ABC. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a 3. That's good. ABC He's got 9 points.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
A lot of time they've been spending at the foul line so far, guys. They'll take those points all game long if they can get them.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Anthony dishes to Johnson. Shoots. Offensive rebound, Pacers. Anthony's shot is off.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
That puts them in the lead. And it's 8 points for Love. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Anthony. Back to Johnson. Right side Aldridge. He's covered by Hawkins. Shot from 12. No good off the back of the rim. The Thunder have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Dragic. Good work defensively by Anthony. Indiana trailing here. Durant with it. Picked up by Love. Tries to save it. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Johnson outside. Back to Anthony. Kicks it out to Johnson. The 15-footer. Good. Johnson's got his first basket. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back-and-forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Hawkins passes to Jones. Gets it to go. Now Johnson. Outside Durant. Back to Johnson. Durant with a screen on Dragic. The dish to Aldridge. The feed to Carmelo. 6 on the shot clock. Aldridge kicks to Johnson. Tries a 3. Again, the miss by Johnson. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Here's Dragic. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
He's found a rhythm here in this second quarter, guys. He looks good.
He passes it to Hawkins. Jones. And Durant sends it back. Off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Anderson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Pass to Anthony. From 15 feet away, here's Durant. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 10 points for Kevin Durant. Thunder trailing by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Love. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Hawkins. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Just 3 to shoot. Gets it to go. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Johnson kicks to Aldridge. Feeds it to Carmelo.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
It's his first trip to the line.
And as an 85% free throw shooter, his team has been able to count on him anytime he gets to the stripe.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Now here's Anderson. He kicks it to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And here is Johnson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Here's Anderson. Nice D from James.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hey everyone, I'm Damon Bruce.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
It's been a nice game for Jones. 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
Johnson is out there with Durant. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Anthony. And it's Mourning in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pacers' foul. Hawkins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Pacers leading by 5. Durant dishes to Johnson. Kicks to Mourning. Back to Johnson. Anderson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
A moment here now to see how the numbers look for Kevin Durant. First in scoring, 5th in free throw shooting, and of course passing, such a big part of his game. One of the top 15 leading assist men in the NBA.
And Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room.
Here's Jones. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And Anderson kicks to Love. Hawkins. A stupendous finish in traffic. Hawkins has got his second bucket of the night. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Aldridge, the pass to Durant. A fader. Gets it to go. Durant's got 4 this quarter. Thunder trailing by 7. Dishes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside, Jones. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Pass to Love. He feeds it to Abdul-Jabbar. Shot clock at 6. Back to Love. From 12 feet out. And he overshot that one, missing.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
The shot by Anthony, no good. Oklahoma City shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. The open shot, Love. Another miss by Love.
Well, they need a shot or 2 to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Durant dishes to Johnson. Outside Anthony. Work it on Jones. Lets it go from 11. Here's Mourning. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mourning's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Love covered by Anthony. From down low. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Well, take a look at the numbers for Love. He has 8 points and 2 blocks.
The Thunder have really struggled at the line in this one. Well under 50% so far.
Well, you got to like the free throw shooting from this club all season long. They're shooting 81%. Those are impressive numbers.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And the Pacers call time here.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. It's Aldridge penetrated. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty, the way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And here's another thing I've noticed. You know, sometimes at the defensive end, he'll come out of nowhere to make a play on the ball, blocking a shot from behind when the shooter had no idea he was there.
Now here's Jones. He's got 12. Back to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. He sinks the 11-footer. Anderson's got 6. Pacers leading by 8. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Johnson. Off the pick. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 16 points for Kevin Durant.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
And Anderson kicks to Love. Back to Anderson. He dishes it to Love. The pass to Jones. Here's Hawkins. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Alonzo Mourning. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
And so Hawkins drills both of them. And so here is Indiana. Johnson with it. He's got 5. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. No good. Thunder trailing by 8. Jones drives in. That's good. Jones has got 14 points for the game. The Pacers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Johnson outside. Anthony, the pass to Mourning. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
Now here's Jones. 14 points for him. Here's Johnson. Johnson off the pick from Durant. Mourning a screen on Anderson. Anthony dishes to Mourning. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger clock right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
And so here is Oklahoma City. The Pacers making the shot. Jones kicks to Anderson. And the foul called on ADC. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Thunder making a change here. Pacers leading by 8. Now here's Johnson. He's got 5. Back to Anthony. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Well, you got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season, shooting better than 90% from the stripe.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the Thunder. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming onto the court are your Pace fans.
While we can, let's get a quick check of our 2K leaderboard for a glimpse at one of the NBA's most elite groups. The top three-point shooting wingman in the league. Second, Carmelo Anthony. And, of course, Kevin Durant.
Now, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the three isn't all they do, but it's a lot of what they do.
And as small forwards, they can take it straight to the hole and get their points in close, too. I mean, all of these guys can hurt you inside and out.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Hawkins is checked in.
He's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
There's the feed to Carmelo. No good on the triple.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
It's Anderson with the drive. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Anderson's got 8.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
It's stolen by Cummings. The finish. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And it's Durant missing.
Man, a nice job there defensively, just getting a hand up enough to bother the shot.
Yeah, that was very nice. Impressive. It made it a much more difficult shot.
Now here's Jones. 16 points for him. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Hawkins. Now the Pacers moving it up. And then Clark slams it in.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Here is Cummings. Misses off the left iron. Anthony kicks to Durant. Tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Cummings, and the layup's good off the glass. Cummings got his second bucket of the game to go.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary. That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Anderson kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Anderson outside. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Clark. Plays it in off the breakaway. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
A moment here to take a look at some of the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. Second in scoring, 8th in three-point field goal percentage. And, you know, when he gets to the free throw line, he makes the most of it. He's ranked in the top 20 in free throw percentage.
And, Steve, you look at that scoring average. I mean, he's been fantastic. Absolutely one of the most dangerous, lethal scorers in the NBA right now. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Johnson outside. Back to Anthony. Clock at 6. Johnson outside. Right at the free throw line. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
The time for the ball. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And some changes here for the Pacers. Mourning comes in for Zach Randolph. And the machine subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Indiana leading by 7. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Passes it to the machine. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. Oklahoma City has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Anderson passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Anderson outside. There's the dish to Love. 6 on the shot clock.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
Durant, defended by Jones. Tries again. Aldridge. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Anderson, he's checked in for Jones. Hawkins against Aldridge. Knocked away. And stolen by Aldridge. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. Johnson kicks to Durant. He passes to Mourning. From 7, the shot misses. Great D that time from Love. Anderson outside. Johnson against Anderson. And Love backs in. Anderson outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's the machine. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off target with that shot. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Anderson. Hawkins is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Anderson. And it's Love in at the small forward position. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Floats in the hook shot. Abdul-Jabbar's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. Pacers leading by 8. Stolen by Anderson. A floater. Second chance shot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
Take a look at what the Cobra's been doing. He has 8 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
Yeah, and I think that's been important because it's established a nice defensive presence for his team.
Jones checked in for Oklahoma City. Johnson dishes to Aldridge. Back to Johnson. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Pass to Mourning and stolen by Love. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Jones is running. Count the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Johnson, the pass to Mourning. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Johnson. Looking to get back on track here. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 7 rebounds in the game. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Off target from the wing. Pacers leading by 4. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. First free throw is good.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Now here's Anderson. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed, and Anderson gets it to go.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Johnson kicks to Aldridge. Shoots from the elbow. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. Feeds it to Jones. Back to Anderson. He kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
And the Pacers call time here.
He can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up in the paint.
They're just way too porous as a defense right now. A lot of holes in that defense. It's a good time to use a timeout here.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Tyrone Corbin was going over with his team. With a deficit as we approach the final buzzer, he stayed upbeat, saying, listen, we can battle back, fellas. Just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
Now here's Durant. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones. The break. And Anderson slams it in. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Thunder.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing, guys, defensively, a great job of closing out and blocking shots.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Jones against Durant. Kicks it to Love. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Hawkins shot good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now here's Anthony. Dishes to Mourning. Working on Abdul-Jabbar. The fadeaway and the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Love. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And stolen by Mourning. And Durant, here we go. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Check out the game for Durant. He's got 16 points and 2 blocks.
Durant hits them both. Here is Anderson. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Johnson. And Anderson kicks to Love. And there's another one for the Thunder.
You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
No, not at all. They're putting this run together with a lot of mid-range jump shots. So, seeing a pretty good display of marksmanship right now.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Anderson dishes to Love. Jones kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Love outside. He feeds it to Jones. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Wallace with it. Now Anthony defending. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
Now Johnson. Outside Anthony. Into LaMarcus Aldridge. That's good. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
A nice shot by Anderson.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been the much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
Now here's Johnson. The open shot, Anthony. It's hauled in by Hawkins. Hawkins has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Jones with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Anderson kicks to Love. Back to Anderson. Jones. He dishes it to Abdul-Jabbar. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Outside Anthony. There's the pass to Durant. Another shot. Anthony's shot is off.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Love the pass to Anderson. Jones. Shot clock at 6. Jones off a pick from Abdul-Jabbar. Jones, no luck.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Durant dishes to Johnson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Pacers lead by 1.
What a game. This lead continues to go back and forth.
No question about it. This has been a competitive game.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Jones kicks to Hawkins. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Now Anderson following Durant's 3-point attempt.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
Yeah, you got to love his determination.
Now here's Anthony. Outside Durant. No one near him. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 6 assists here tonight. Jones with the screen on Johnson. Anderson passes to Jones. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Jones has got 22.
Yeah, beautiful drive there, going right around the bigger man.
Johnson outside. Outside Anthony. From outside the arc. Goes back up. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
We've seen Aldridge playing a good game here. 14 rebounds and a steal.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate the all-around effort that he's put in here today.
The numbers tell the story, Steve. He is filling up just about every column of that box sheet. Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down today.
Jones backs down. Fade away. Shot's good. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Outside Durant. Back to Johnson. Outside Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Johnson. On deep. Offensive rebound. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. And that's a great way to cut into that lead. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than putbacks. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Well, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Now, here is Mourning. Fooled the D with the pass fake right there. Mourning's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Johnson against Anderson. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Mourning. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
This is where their depth becomes such an asset, Kevin. He's going for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
Jay's checked in for Mourning. Offensive rebound.
Well, their worst fear came true. This is still anyone's ball game, but losing him to foul trouble will make it a lot tougher. Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backup. You hate to see a player DQ'd, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They lead by 3. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Anderson. 18 feet out. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Oh, here comes Johnson all alone. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
1:22 left to play in the final quarter. Anthony, the pass to Jay. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Abdul-Jabbar. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Thunder lead by 3. Johnson outside. The feed to Carmelo. Another shot.
That's not a bang down low. His hard work gives him another possession.
It's his fourth foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Batum's checked in. Oh, free throws good for Mulder.
You can't say enough about his composure in big moments. He's as cool as they come, guys.
Back to Love. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Jay. Absolutely critical chance right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kev.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones with it. Guarded now by Durant. Jones dishes to Anderson. Love up top. Jones sets the pick for Love. Lock at 6. And it's Abdul-Jabbar penetrating.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
There's 10 seconds left in the game. Durant the pass to Jay to tie it up. So a close team sees Oklahoma City taking this one. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with...
Well, I started out down a dirty